Now, this is probably, currently, I believe, one of the best known of all my books, Great Expectations. And here we have some more characters for you to see, to recognise. Who exactly was I, and how did I fit into the world? Pip, I thought, was an apt name, almost nameless. Same front to back and back to front. An orphan on the margins of society, and made to feel like one. How could I penetrate and come to understand people who were older than he was, like the mysterious Miss Havisham and Estelle, her naughty, haughty niece?
Before she spoke again, she, Miss Havisham, turned her eyes from me and looked at the dress she wore, and at the dressing table, and finally at herself in the looking-glass.
So new to him, and so old to me, and so strange to him, so familiar to me. Ah, so melancholy to both of us. Call Estella. Call Estella. At the door. Call Estella.
To stand in the dark in a mysterious passage of an unknown house, bawling Estella to a scornful young lady, neither visible nor responsive, and feeling it a dreadful liberty so to roar out her name, was almost as bad as playing to order. But she answered at last, and her light came along the dark passage like a star. Miss Havisham beckoned her to come close, and took up a jewel from the table, and tried its effect upon her fair young bosom and against her pretty brown hair.
This will be yours, all yours. Let me see you play cards with this boy.
With this boy? Why, he's a common labouring boy.
I overheard Miss Havisham answer.
Then you may well break his heart.
What do you play, boy?
Nothing but begging of neighbour, miss.
Beggar.
So we sat down to cards. It was then I began to understand that everything in the room had stopped, like the watch, a long time ago. I noticed that Miss Havisham put down the jewel exactly on the spot from which she'd taken it up. As Estella dealt the cards, I glanced at the dressing table again and saw that the shoe upon it, once white, now yellow, had never been worn. I glanced down at the foot from which the shoe was absent and saw that the silk stocking on it, once white, now yellow, had been trodden ragged. She sat, corpse-like, as we played cards.
He calls the knaves jacks, this boy. And what coarse hands he has, and what thick boots.
Her contempt for me was so strong that it became infectious, and I caught it. She won the game, and I dealt. I misdealt, and it was only natural when I knew she was lying in wait for me to do wrong, and she denounced me for a stupid, clumsy, labouring boy.
You say nothing of her, and she says many hard things of you. But you say nothing of her. What do you think of her?
I don't like to say.
Tell me in my ear.
I think she's very proud.
Anything else?
I think she's very pretty.
Anything else?
I think she's very sulky.
Anything else?
I think I should like to go home.
And never see her again, although she's very pretty.
I'm not sure that I should like to see her again, but I should like to go home now.
Oh, shall go soon. Play the game. Out.
I played the game to an end with Estella, and she beggared me. She threw the cards down on the table when she'd won them all, as if she despised them for having been one of me.
When shall I have you here again? Let me think. There, I know nothing of the days of the week, I know nothing of the days of the year. Come again after 6 days, you hear?
Yes, Mum.
Estella, take him down, let him have something to eat, and let him roam and look about while he eats. Go, Pip.
I followed the candle down as I followed the candle up, and she stood it in the place where we had found it,
You are to wait here, you boy.
said Estella, and disappeared and closed the door. I took the opportunity of being alone in the courtyard to look at my coarse hands and my common boots.